Hello there, YouTube. I don't know about you, but my week is done. It's Sunday evening, late evening. Haven't got a chance to smoke this week, so I'm, trying to relax a bit. Smoking my Dagner long ends with this beautiful acrylic stem. And in it, the remnants of my early morning pipe match by Sutliff. I'm treasuring this. I need to get more. The question is, what should I get? The match or the new early morning pipe by Peterson, which is the same recipe as the original Dunhill blend. I don't know. I don't have any money to invest in a new purchase, so this video serves no particular purpose. There's no topic today other than spending some time with you people at the end of the week. First things first, as long as I remember this, I've seen a video by Wharf Valley Boy recently, and he was talking about another YouTuber. You may know him. His name is Steven, goes by the nickname Beerbeard. I think he hasn't done a video in a while, and they're both from the UK, and I believe probably Wharf Valley Boy knows him. Well, they're maybe closer than us abroad. So Wharf Valley Boy was saying that it was basically a short support video. He was saying about Beerbeard going through some tough times, sort of a black patch. And basically asking everyone to pitch in, say their prayers, etc., etc. I don't know what happened to Beerbeard. Several guesses. Maybe it has to do with his health, because he's had issues in the past. Maybe it has to do with just, depression, because he's living alone with his dog, and his daughters come visit him from time to time. Maybe it was just, I hope it was just some, sort of depression because of maybe he's spending Thanksgiving alone. Oh, he's not celebrating Thanksgiving. Maybe it's just Christmas approaching and he's just feels down. Maybe it's something more serious. I don't know. I might try to find out. I don't know. But I will say that to me, Beerbeard's channel is, a gem of the YTPC. And he seems like a genuinely nice man. Very interesting, very knowledgeable. So if anyone can really pitch in and just think something nice about the guy and pray if you're religious, or maybe write some nice comments on his videos, Please do that. I'm gonna try to do that myself. He, believe me, if you don't know Beerbeard, he really, really deserves it, and he deserves every ounce of support anyone can give. Yeah. Moving from this rather bleak topic, I must say we had a really, really bleak autumn. It wasn't, usual when it's very damp here in Moscow and everyone is cursing at the weather, etc., etc. It was cold and bleak, I was severely angry at everyone. Just, the general public in the street, because might sound silly, but my subway line, the subway station which I exit to get to go to my office, it's like 15 minute ride from my home. And this is sort of a small station. It's overloaded, as all of the Moscow subway is, and 3 escalators. Single exit, 3 escalators, and they are performing maintenance or repairs on one. Throughout the summer, when no one was here, people were having summer vacations, etc., all 3 escalators were operational. Now one is shut down, and we're having trouble exiting the station and entering it in the evening. Oftentimes I go to the station after work and I see a crowd outside, and I curse and I go to the next station, which is also small and overcrowded, but at least all 3 escalators are operational. And as usual, here in Moscow, no one is doing shit. People are just standing in the crowd, in the cold, or in the rain, like cattle. I hate that about my people. Russians are so patient, you won't believe it. Oftentimes it's, based on the fact that no one will do anything, even if you are, complaining and, rioting and showing your disapproval of something. But this standing in the line or in the crowd is just mind-boggling to me. I hate that. Yeah. So, source of a mild, very, very mild irritation, really. No. What other news do we have? Those of you who follow me on Instagram probably saw that my wife and her ensemble, they're doing sort of hardcore folklore, folk music, basically stuff picking up from small villages, from elders still. Singing songs dating back to the medieval times. They entered the contest and they won miraculously. And so it was a source of much joy for my wife and her team. I also met, a couple of people from our old ensemble in which we sang together, because that's how we met. Now that's another story. So it was sort of for her it was just a contest, and for me, well, for both of us it was also saying hello to old friends. That was nice, interesting in a way. And what else? I managed to start on the starter that I opened previous video. Couple of miniatures for a new game I'm hopefully getting into. You can probably saw me venting my frustration on Instagram, because I'm getting rusty, or just the models are not that. They are great, the detail is great, but the way they're put together, I spent 2 days cleaning up the flash and mold lines. When you have a mold in which you cast the miniature, there's this sort of a hair line where the two halves meet, and removing it is part of the preparation before painting. And I don't remember ever having so much pain in removing it. Either it's the material, or maybe I'm just paying more attention to it this time, I don't know. But we'll have to get some more supplies, some liquid, putty, to patch it up a little bit, hide it. I'm hoping to do it in a couple of days. That will put me back on track, hopefully, and I will, maybe by the end of the week, get into painting again, which is something I'm looking forward to it, really. I also, yesterday, because my wife was, she demanded a rest, and it was just the two of us, me and the boy, and I thought to myself I could try to get him into one of my games, and I took out a box of Zombicide Black Plague that I have, and I've played a couple of games before. I sort of remember it, so I set it up and we played a tutorial mission. And I think he had his fun, because he's familiar with the concept of board games, but not like that, because previously he played Monopoly. He's quite good at Monopoly, actually. Managed to infuriate me a couple of times. And he is also playing Heroes of Might and Magic on his PC, so the fantasy concept, zombies, dwarves, it's all familiar to him. So we had our fun, and he ended up killing me, despite it being a cooperative game. It was just a pure, zombie film fashion. Just at the end of the game, I was being dragged away by the crowd of, by a shambling horde. And he was firing, sort of a salvo into the horde, trying to either free me or just kill as many of the dead men as he could. And he ended up killing a bunch of guys, and his last, crossbow bolt hit me and killed me outright. So that was fun. He escaped. I died. Narratively, it looked great, to me at least. And he won, which was pleasing. And now my daughter is, pushing me. Let me play as well. But she's, 5, a little bit young for that. Just the mechanics. She's not scared of anything, I think. She watched through all 3 Lord of the Rings films recently without, even wincing once. Orcs, monsters, everybody's killing each other, blood spilling on the screen. Bring it! That's my girl. I just hope they won't get bored from, their old man before I can show them properly the depth of the rabbit hole that is my hobby, all the games and the miniatures, etc. Because I didn't have anything of the sort when I was growing up, apart from a brief stint of my mother painting Warhammer Fantasy Battles miniatures, which was nice. I was just in love with her at that moment. Yeah. So there we have it. Snapshot of my life. Yeah. And I also think I got into another game because amongst one pipe purchase I made last week, I also spontaneously bid on a couple of models from Batman the Miniatures game by Night Models. I think it's a Spanish company. Just the models, they're gorgeous, but they're not exactly the same scale as the ones I'm used to. A little bit larger, so that put me off for a while, but I just gave up. Ordered like 7 of them. Let's see where it takes me, because I just love Batman. Maybe I'll get into that. If not, oh well. There was also an interesting story. I got a box from Hassle-Free Miniatures. No, my mistake. I got a box from Redbox Games in the US. I think it's a one-man operation, probably. And the sculptor is Tre Manor. I think he worked for Reaper. Well, at least they have miniatures done by him on the Reaper Miniatures website. And he also has his own Redbox Games. Sort of a unique take on fantasy miniatures, because they are not entirely, they're sort of 28mm scale, but they're very slim and very proportionate, which is, scale in wargaming is just another subject. I mean, his miniatures, they don't mix with anything else on the market today. He's sort of on his own, but the designs are fabulous. And I ordered from him in the past, and I even almost painted up a bunch of foot knights or heavy infantry done by him. Beautiful sculpts. And I got a box from him, and I didn't order anything from him. It was like a $120 worth of miniatures there. So I emailed him saying I didn't order anything, but I'm happy to sort of buy half of it and send him the remaining half, because I don't want it. Though I don't have the money. And Tre emailed me almost immediately and said, yeah, it was probably sent to you by mistake, but it's our loss now. And as for the miniatures that you already have, feel free to give them as Christmas gifts, etc. They are yours. Kind of a noble thing to do, and if someone is watching this is interested in unique, medieval/fantasy miniatures, Red Box Games, check them out. It's a range, I cannot think of a range like that. Plus, it's nice to know that the sculptor and the owner of the company is an absolute gentleman. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with them and about the situation. I don't feel I don't feel good about not paying him anything. I don't know if maybe it will offend him. I don't know. I need to think about this and get some more money. Because I had to dab into my credit card because me and my wife bought tickets to Germany for the next summer. Yay us! Because we're going to Wacken Open Air 2020. 2020. My god. We got one festival ticket, and now we have 4 airplane tickets to and from Germany. Because in the new year they will cost a lot more. Yeah. So we did that. That's another nice thing. And it's probably... and I'll probably stop rambling because this pipe is getting pretty hot. I must finish it calmly. And I've already spent like 25 minutes rambling. Yeah. So I'm gonna cut this video right now. I thank everyone for dropping by. If you can, please find Beerbeard anywhere on the social media, give him some support. And me, I'm okay. I'm having fun. I'll be back soon on another one of my videos. And until then, happy puffing. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you'll have a calm and a happy December, and hope your preparation for the festivities goes nice. And I'll try to document mine as well. So thanks for dropping by, and I'll be seeing you people. Goodbye. Also, do try early morning pipe if you haven't done that. It's a great tobacco.